Hello everyone, Dave with Fitness Technology Services here. So today's video is really going to be on what is called belt guides. They're the pieces of little L-shaped brackets that you're probably currently looking at, and what they do is they kind of control how centered your belt stays, kind of like a rudder on a boat, really. So you want it to touch it just a little bit on each side, not much. A lot of times when you get a new deck and you get a new belt, the new deck doesn't come with these belt guides and you have to put these back on yourself. And when you do that, if you put the guides up too far, this belt lightly touches on it and kind of makes a little tinging noise. And so what they usually recommend on that is just remove the belt guide altogether, because the newer machines don't need it. But that really depends on what type of roller that they have in it. What I personally like to do is I like to move the belt guide all the way down to the bottom to where it kind of almost leans on this frame bracket right there. Can you see that? Nice and clear. That way it just kind of absorbs the weight a little bit. There's really no weight to it. But it just gives a spot where it can hold the belt in place lightly. It doesn't actually touch it until the belt moves just a little bit. Because a lot of times when you buy these thicker, heavier belts, they kind of hang a little bit and they just lightly touch the edge of this. And again, you can remove it, but I like to move it all the way down to here. There's a little bit more space here. And if I need it, it's there. It'll keep the belt from going too far over, really. And here's really the difference. Let me show you guys these too. So on the newer style machines, when they say that you can get rid of your belt guides, it's because this roller is kind of concaved. Right at the width of the belt is so many millimeters thick, and then it dips just a little less, so it kind of holds the belt in place. And this is really per manufacturer. There's really no manufacturer that doesn't make them both ways, really. But this is the way that Soul is currently doing it, and that's why they say you don't need the belt guides. But sometimes if you take the belt guides off and don't put them back on your new deck, the belt can be kind of a pain in the butt to keep it centered. So I like the belt guides there just in case. And as you can tell, I don't know if you can see this in your video or not, that'll pick it up, but when they're not concaved at all, they're just straight across like this, so the belt has a tendency to walk back and forth. And this type of machine that has a rear roller like this, the belt guides are really important on that. It is questionable on the concave style, but in my opinion, if you can move them all the way to the front to where they really don't touch the belt, they're just kind of there in case you need them a little bit. It's kind of a good backup plan, and they come with the original deck anyway. I've got a lot of questions on that in the past couple of weeks, so I just thought I'd kind of address that. And you know, it's YouTube, so that's kind of what I do, so I did another video on that. Alright guys, thanks a lot. Got some other videos coming up. Please support me. Thank you very much.